Good day, everyone. Turning on Instagram there. Good day. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So I want to get right into it this morning because I have a lot to say and I have a lot to share because this vacuum series is it's giving me what I need right now. I don't know about you, but it is for me, and I hope it is for you. I hope that there is something from this series that you will take and make actionable in your life. So, just to recap, the definition for vacuum, one of the definitions is a space entirely devoid of matter, emptiness, and void. And the origins of the word comes from a Latin word that means empty, right? And so I talked about empty a lot yesterday. And so the question for this series, Linda, is, and I'm going to put a banner up for it. What needs to be emptied from your life to create a vacuum for you to receive your expanded good? What needs to be empty? Is it physical, emotional, mental? Is it a relationship? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a behavior? Is it something that you say often that you really need to empty from your vocabulary? What is it that needs to be empty from your life to create a vacuum for you to receive your expanded good? Because we know if you have a glass and it is full, if you have a full glass and you want to pour more into that glass, what's going to happen to the glass? What's going to happen? It's going to spill over, right? Because it's at its max. It can only contain so much, right? And the same with us. The same with us. We have a infinite capacity as spiritual beings, right? But in our humanness, we have a capacity that gets full and that needs to get emptied, right? So that we can create more space within ourselves to receive our expanded good. So I hope that you have been taking this question, Shay, into your your practices, right? Into your spiritual practice. And so one of the things that I want to wrap up the series with today is the idea, the notion that vacuuming is a spiritual practice. Vacuuming is a spiritual practice. That's how I am inviting us to take this in, that it is a spiritual practice. Because what are we doing when we vacuum? We're clearing, we're cleaning, we're decluttering, we're coming into the vibration of divine order, right? And the place that needs to be ordered first is our inner house, our inner sanctuary. Yes? So that's what we're going to talk about today, because I can't stress how much, how important having a consistent spiritual practice is. I don't know what else I could say. I've been talking about it for 4 years. And that's one of my desires for everyone that's within the sound of my voice, to have a spiritual practice that works for them. You don't have to do what I do, right? It's all about being present within ourselves, being present with the presence that is always present, because that is the present. That is the present. That is when we get to receive the gifts that the universe, that God, that love, that joy, that peace, that harmony, that all that is good has for us to receive. So the notion of vacuuming as a spiritual practice is something that I am inviting us all to try on for ourselves. So let me stop there and just check in with you all. Good day, Linda. Shay, it's good to see you. Hey, Sekou, it's good to see you. Great show today with your dad. Ask Mel for your vacuum. All right. All right, Sekou. Shay, I love this analogy so much. It helps me to not put so much pressure on myself to do when I have so much on my plate. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Shay. Good day, Ron. It's good to see you, love. Good day, Fee. Yes, watching on the big screen. All right, now getting ready for Fee's last show. Fee, I'll share that in the Joy News. Lastly, I'm feeling like a spiritual practice is for you course. It's a course. It is a course. And I taught it once, Fee. I taught it once a couple of years ago. And as always, we are on the same frequency because I've been thinking about brushing that off and presenting it because this is one of the most important things for me is spiritual practice. So Julian, thank you for being with me on Instagram. Pure Chi 39. Thank you for being with me today on Instagram. Thank you, Bonnie, sending you love and light. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Vacuuming as a spiritual practice. And for me, hearing stories is one of the ways that I anchor myself in a principle. And I hope by sharing my stories that it creates more, that you can take it in more, right? That you can see the possibilities for yourself. So this is what had happened. Because remember, spiritual practice is a way we can vacuum, a way that we could get present with the presence, the way that we could get present with this right now moment, a way that we can get present and promote releasing, resolving, reframing things that happen as a part of life, right? Things happen in life. So I shared that Wednesday night, this past Wednesday, we did visioning, and it was a powerful session. It was just Shay and I, and it was wonderful. And the last question that I always ask when I do visioning is there anything else? What else does spirit want me to know now? What else does love want me to know now? I am open to receive it. I am listening, right? And so what came up for me, and I don't have the exact words, what came up for me was this word abide, right? And abiding in love. And I wrote that down. And then what came to mind was a Bible verse. And the Bible verse that I thought referred to this was love abides all things. And Shay and I were talking about it. And then I went and looked up the Bible verse. I don't know if I looked it up during the visioning, after the visioning with Shay, or if I looked it up after I got off. But nevertheless, I looked it up. And that was not the Bible verse, because the Bible verse that is talks about love endures all, right? And it's a very popular Bible verse that gets used in a lot of ceremonies, especially weddings. And so that wasn't it. So I said, okay, so it's not love abides all things, it's love endures all things. But that word abide was just resonating with me. It was like electric. And Shay and I wind up looking up the definition for it as well. So I let it be. I set my bedtime attention for clarity about anything that came through in the visioning, because the visioning is not about analyzing anything, it's just about receiving. And usually after I do visioning, I just set bedtimes intention for clarity, further clarity, anything that I need to take action on. So, and I let it be. So the next morning I get up, I do my spiritual practice, right? And my spiritual practice is inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, meditation, and prayer and exercise. That's my spiritual practice. And when I finished, I prepare for a sip. So I was still thinking about empty, and I knew I wanted to focus on empty yesterday. So I said, okay, what came to mind, my intuition said, look up empty in your Science of Mind text. So I go to my Science of Mind book, and in the back, it's so well organized that you could just look up a word and see where it's referenced in the text. So I went to look up the word empty, and there was no reference at all. So in the whole book, and Science of Mind is a big book, there the word empty is never used. So I was like, huh, that's interesting. So then my mind said, look up the word vacuum, because that's the name of the series. So I went and looked up the word vacuum, and it's only mentioned once in the whole book, vacuum. And you would think, at least I did, that it would be mentioned more than once because of the spiritual context of it, right? Because we know that vacuums are needed, right? It's just a spiritual way. So I went to the page for vacuum. I read it, and I was like, no, that's not it. And then my eye went to the next page. And what is the first word that I see on the next page? Abide. Abide. I said, oh my goodness. So I read what he's talking about, and he references a Bible verse. He references a Bible verse, and I think the Bible verse is John 15. And I wish I had one of my Bibles down here, but I don't. So the Bible verse is John 15, I think 7 through 11. And what he's talking about is abiding in God, right? And I was like, oh, that resonates so deeply for me. And further into the chapter, he talks about joy, right? So I'm like, all right, now I know that this is for me. Any mention of joy is for me. It is a message for me. So, no doubt, abide will be one of my words for 2025, and possibly part of a theme for me, to abide in love, to abide in God. So that's what's percolating for me. And because I do my spiritual practice, and because my spiritual practice is a way in which I support myself in getting present and being available to hear the small whispers that direct me to what I need, right? I receive what I need. I receive what I need because I create the vacuum every morning by doing my spiritual practice. So, vacuuming is a spiritual practice. It is a way in which we get out of our way. We get out of our way and we make ourselves available to God's way, to love's way, to joy's way. That's what we get. That's what we receive. So, I hope that that resonates and that you can see the opportunity and the possibility of incorporating vacuuming as a spiritual practice in your life by uh, making a commitment to your spiritual practice. All right, y'all. All right. I see you, Shay. Shay said, I'll never look at a vacuum the same way again. Oh, yes, it's taken a whole new life for me. Absolutely. So let me see if there's anything else I want to share. Oh, I wish I had, oh my goodness, I wish I had my Bible down here with me so I could share it since we have time. So, what I will do is a roll call of our quality, a roll call of our qualities. And so it is December 6th. Most of us chose our qualities January of 2024. And I would like to believe that everyone has a deep relationship, has fostered a deep relationship with your quality over the course of this year by expressing it, by embodying it, by experiencing it in a conscious and deliberate way, by affirming, invoking it every single day throughout the day, by being it, by being it, by showing up as your quality, by being it in your relationship with yourself, in your relationship with your divine, in your relationship with others. It's to be used, y'all. It's to be used. I hope that you've been writing it out because writing is a powerful way to ground and root ourselves in that vibration. So let's do a drum roll, and I'm going to say the qualities. And if you like, you can say your affirmation when you hear your name. Now, or if you're watching the replay, it doesn't matter. All right. And well, let's just do that. Let's do drum roll. There's a drum roll happening. There. All right. Seku, abundance. Fee, steadfast. Linda, emerging radiant joy. Shay, infinite sacred love, acceptance, and harmony. Bonnie, love, peace, confidence, and prosperity. Laura, acceptance. Pamela, bliss. Erica, love. America, love and harmony. Stacy, clarity. Deb, peace, compassion, and surrender. Chris, peace. Susie, transformation. Sue, authenticity. Caroline, hope, joy, and patience. Cheryl, peacefulness. Jan, gratitude. Onay, harmony, courage, wisdom, and grace. Wayne, strength. Ronald, peace, blessings, and abundance. Mommy, love and peace. Nan, connection and creativity. Donna, worth. Christine, power. Roxanne, faith and authenticity. Lava, fulfillment. Patty, patience and gratitude. Levi, compassion. Rosalind, Rosalie, genuineness and hopefulness. Melissa R., perseverance, trust, and courage. Rev Joan, patience and listening. Emily, love. Emily's daughter, gratitude. Lori, resilience. Christine, forgiveness. Janet, love. And me, surrender, structure, soaring, and consistency. And my theme for 2024 is I soar in 2024. So there you have it. I hope that you recognize it, right? And are affirming it as I shared it. So Fee says, steadfast, I'll be adding, expanding this. Yes, you can add to it. You can keep the same one that you had this year if it's still percolating for you. Whatever it is that feels good, that you feel divinely directed to do that. Do that, right? The only requirement is that it's a high vibration. It's a high vibration, right? Because our affirmation supports us in raising our vibration to that love consciousness. Yes? So that's the only requirement in choosing your quality or qualities. All right. So we're planting the seed now for 2025. Be open to receive. Listen to that still small voice that might whisper a word in your ear, and get curious about it and see if it's for you or not. All right, y'all. All right. So, oh, Shay went and got it for me. Thank you, Shay. She got the Bible verse for me. If ye abide in me and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Amen. That speaks to me so deeply. That is a word for Rev Melissa. I'm telling you right now. So, that message has been received. I take it in and I say yes. I say yes to it. I say yes to abiding in God. Yes, I do. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. All right. So I hope everyone has a great weekend this weekend. Let me go back for a moment. Linda said, I have actively used my qualities all year. Powerful results. Yes, Linda. When you use it, when you become friends with it, like your bestie with your quality, you will experience powerful results. I promise you. But you have to engage, you have to participate, right? You have to be in it. If you want 2025 to look different from 2024, then guess what? There's some things we're going to have to do differently. It's as simple as that. All right, let me go before I get into that whole shebang. So some joy news, some joy news. So again, I just want to close out this week by thanking everyone who gave to Rockland CSL for Giving Tuesday, or that particular day, Giving Tuesday, this past Tuesday. Our goal was to raise $2,000. And thanks to Shay, Jan, Patricia, Carl, Heike, Dr. Albert, Kristen, Lori, Marco, Gladys, Sue, Jennifer, Cheryl, Vanessa, Deborah, another Cheryl, Janet, Joan, Susie, Chris, Stacy, and Susan. Because of your givingness, we raised $3,585 on Giving Tuesday, and a percentage of that will be matched by Facebook. So I don't know what the final number will be, but our goal was met, and we are in the overflow, because Giving Tuesday kicks off Rockland CSL's Giving Thanks year-end fundraising campaign. So the campaign is still open. You can still give by going to rocklandcsl.org, click on donate, and give what feels good to you. If you want to experience more prosperity in your life, give, and the receiving will be multiplied. I promise you, it is the way that the law works. So thank you all so very much. And if you're thinking about giving, make it actionable and give. All right. So Rockland CSL is the spiritual center that's been a part of my life for over a decade. And I'm blessed to be the spiritual director, senior minister there since 2021. This Sunday, we will be kicking off our theme for December, which is oneness. That's how we started the year. That's how we're ending the year, with oneness as our theme. And this Sunday, my message is one is a majority. One is a majority. So please join me for that. We'll be virtual this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Go to Rockland CSL for the Zoom link. You can also watch us on Facebook, where we live stream the service. So that is this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Also at 10:30, I share a replay of an inspirational talk that I've given in the past called Sunday in Praise. And so you could check that out on Facebook and on YouTube and get a word, get another word, right? So you can also do that on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. But I would say come to service at 10:30 a.m., be with us live, and then you can catch the replay of Sunday in Praise. All right? All right, y'all. Please mark your calendars. The next meditation with the full moon is Friday the 13th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is our last full moon meditation for 2024. We will be engaging with the moon around this concept of vacuuming. So we're going to be doing a lot of releasing for 2024. And the wonderful thing is the full moon loves to receive. So we're going to give it to the moon, y'all. We're going to give it to the moon. So join me for that right where you're watching me now. Next Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a full spiritual practice with the moon. The 30-day mental diet is coming up next month, January 7th. 30-day mental diet by Willis Kinnear. It's an amazing process, a 30-day process of basically getting your mind right. And I love this process, and I just invite you to be open. So if you're interested, you'll be able to register this weekend, and the price is $25. I decided to do a discounted price. It's the only thing that I'm doing a discount for 2025, y'all. $25 for 2025, the 30-day mental diet to start your year off right. And then in February, we will start our next group spiritual life coaching cohort for 8 people. I believe I already have 3 people already. So there's 5 or 6 slots left. So you will also be able to register for that in the next week or so. So let's see. Lastly, please support other positive, uplifting shows that are informational, expanding your ideas around finance. Please watch and support Sekou Wrights, my soul brother. Sekou Wrights, I've learned so much from Sekou about my relationship with money, about growing money, about expanding money, all of the things. Oh, that's your old one, Sekou. I want to do your new one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Huh. All right. Well, I'll put up this one. Oh, there it is. Get Rich 101, Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time to get rich, right? It's wonderful. And then please also support Fee King Show, my soul sister. Please support Fee King Show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I believe today is the last time Fee will have her full show on Facebook. After that, in the new year, I believe she is going to she's not going to be on Facebook. So you could catch her on YouTube. So just practice that now and go to YouTube, The Fee King Show today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. And Fee is your go-to fitness girl. She is the body architect, and she would get this physical form, this temple, this sanctuary that indwells the spirit that we are. She will get it right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So check out Fee King. She's doing wonderful things in the world and support her show. Also, support if you want to listen to some wonderful jam and music, check out Rhythm and Soul Radio. It is a 24-hour internet radio station created by my husband, Marco Nobles. It also repeats SIP every morning at 7 a.m., the show from the day before or previous episode. So you can check that out by going to rhythmandsoulradio.com, and you will hear music that you don't typically hear on the radio. Independent artists, this is Jam, so he supports independent artists by sharing their music on the airwaves, by producing shows with them, by interviewing them. He does wonderful things in the independent artist space. Also, lastly, support Shay, Rocky Mountain Holistic Health. If you need support with your healing work, right? Because healing is all about revealing. It's all about revealing the healing that already exists, is within you. So support is available to you. Shay is a holistic health practitioner with over 30 years of experience. So reach out to Shay as well. And I am so over time, but I just had to share the good joy news of what other people are doing and bringing into the environment, into the consciousness of love and joy in the world. So I see you all Sunday, I hope. Have a wonderful today. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy. Yes, we are. Connected to our yes.